everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have arguably the two best middle linebackers in the NFL on the field. It's Navarro Bowman going up against Luke Kuechly. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's hard to believe this place first opened 20 years ago in 1996. Bank of America Stadium, that's where we're at in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They fake the give. Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and I got to look at DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage, and DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Panthers are set up now with a 1st and goal.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
3rd and 2, Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
And this is going to be incomplete. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd down. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Kaepernick will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Now here's the Niners' 5th-round pick in the 2015 draft, Bradley Pinion, to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They fake the give. Newton surveying the field. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able. To grow their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got time in the pocket, and that's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 10 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Carolina first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it down to the play. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. This from 54 yards away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Newton on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. Throwing left side. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So with 1 second, and the 49ers going to take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, James Bradbury. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play fake here on first down. Finding time. Looking for he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And quickly, they get to the line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Still going. They can't stop him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the run, Newton going to throw. He's got time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Over the middle to Garcon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Out to the flat for Hyde. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Quick by the rookie, James Bradbury. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no...
And did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Cam looking to throw. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Kaepernick now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Caught left side, Garcon. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. Kaepernick hit, fumble. Look at the big man rumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He gets this one to Garcon. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, Your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the back goes into motion. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him?
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Defense showing blitz. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Time for a break. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to his... And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Throwing on third down, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Flushed out right. This one complete, right side to McDonald. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kaepernick now on first down. Being chased out left. And McDonald here over the middle. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Kaepernick to throw again. On the move to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Kaepernick now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Charles Johnson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. And okay, Charles, a couple of wins now, trying to get a snowball effect going. 2 in a row now for this club. Well, you know what they say about it when you win 2 in a row. You add one more, now you truly have a winning streak. They're well on their way to getting that done. So for the Panthers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.